안녕하세요, 여러분. Welcome back. Oyster Cafe, lesson 9 of the business English lessons. This one, it's all about exceeding customer expectations, or, in my case, student expectations. As you know, you have 3 things to do before we kick off. What are they? That's right. Listen to the MP3. Have your PDF open on your screen or printed, ready to go, and make sure you've watched the video at the top of the first page of the PDF, because that's going to set you up to learn. If you've done all of those things, then let's jump straight in. The 5 words you've already learned and pre-learned because you've scanned your PDF are 1, touch base. So if you just touch base, think of baseball, you're running around, you have to touch the base. So when we say touch base, just communicate briefly or, meet with someone just quickly, just to check in with them. Okay, I need to touch base with Fred this week sometime. Okay, I just need to communicate with Fred sometime this week. The next one, this one's a bit of jargon. I personally don't use it and I wouldn't recommend it, but you may hear it from time to time. It's to take something offline. Can we take that offline for now? So can we not talk about it now? Let's talk about it later. You're probably going to hear also let's table that for now. That means let's stop talking about it for now. But here's the interesting thing. In British English and Australian English, if you table something, you're talking about it now. In North American English, if you table something, you're not talking about it now. You're going to talk about it later. So this one's a tricky one. Listen to the person's accent and you can see, okay, table it, table it. If you're not sure, just say, oh, what do you mean by table it? Okay, so take offline or table. We'll discuss it later. For example, look, I think that's a really good idea, but let's take it offline for now because we're discussing something else. Let's table it for now because we're discussing something else. The next one, guerrilla marketing. Okay, guerrilla marketing. This is non-traditional marketing. Okay, really good clip there to show you some really fantastic examples. It's about 2 minutes. Make sure you watch it because every clip we choose is not only for your English and targeted at the right level, but also to help develop your knowledge and business acumen. The next one, push back. Push, pull, push. If you push back, you resist an idea or you sort of disagree. You're pushing back. Okay, so for an example, our company pushed back to try and get a better tax break from the government. Okay, so the government offered this big business a tax break and I said, no, we need more. Okay, we pushed back. Okay, resist. And finally, the big topic, manage expectations. Okay, so to manage expectations means to meet the standard which you think your customers want or need. Okay, you're managing their expectations. You've got your bonus words. You know how to study the vocabulary by now, students. If not, ask your personal teachers when you're next doing your personal study plans, or book a webcam lesson, or watch pretty much any video and we'll explain how. But right now, let's jump into the speaking section before we get into another great activity. This one is a survey, okay? Here we go. Repeat after me. Due to their passion, they could easily manage customer expectations. The marketing agency created an outstanding guerrilla marketing campaign. I promise to touch base with the marketing team sometime next week. The team had to think outside of the box to come up with a new guerrilla marketing idea. Their cutting-edge tracking technology helped us manage expectations more effectively. Okay, so maybe they were a shipping company and they could track their products a little bit easier. I would like to understand your stance on this, but Can we take it offline until later? Can we table it until later? You may also hear shelve it. Let's shelve it. So you're putting it on the shelf. Okay, so you're not going to discuss it. Let's shelve that for now. And finally, the manager had to push back and get the CEO to amend his stance on staff bonuses. Ooh, good manager. The CEO said, no, I'm not giving bonuses. The manager said, whoa, yes, you are. He or she pushed back. Okay? Make sure you speak out loud 4 or 5 times. Just get confident. Now, today's activity. This one's great. Okay? You're doing 2 things. First, you're thinking about expectations. You are going to do a survey. 1, you strongly disagree. No, that is not true. 5, you strongly agree. Oh, yes, that's definitely true. And all you're going to do is read the 10 statements and judge where you are. Let me give you an example. My company provides a great product. Oh, I strongly agree. My company provides a great service. I strongly agree. My company's prices are fair. Again, I strongly agree. Okay, so you're going to go through this for your company and be honest. The second phase is you're going to write down, after you've done the 10 questions, what are the 3 most important things for you when you purchase a product or a service. What sort of service are you expecting? Okay, so if I want something off Amazon, I want it to be shipped fast. Okay, if I go to a restaurant, I want the service to be friendly. So my expectations for a restaurant and my expectations for, say, Amazon may be different. So choose one industry or one product and list the 3 things which are important to you. Now, you're not done yet. The second part of this activity is exactly the same as the first, apart from it's different. Okay? What you're going to do, you've done your company, or if you're a university student, do your university. Okay? Now, you are going to do this again, but think of your favorite restaurant or your favorite shop and do it again. But watch the wording. Before it said, my company provides a great service. Now I have to reword it. My favorite restaurant provides a great product. Oh, I'm going to give them a 4 for their product. Their food's pretty good. My favorite restaurant provides a great service. Yeah, they're very, very friendly. I'm going to give them a 5. My favorite restaurant's prices are fair. It's a little bit expensive. I give them a 3 or a 4, maybe a 3. Okay, so you're using the same structure, but just look how I changed it. Okay? That's all I want you to do there. Once you've done that, practice saying it out loud. Then, you know you have to do this activity where you're filling in the right word from the keywords today. You're also going to be seeing words and vocabulary from previous lessons, because you know we bring it back so you learn. Then I want you to do our activity. I'm not going to read today. Sorry, not our activity, our reading. I'm not going to read. This is a learning activity for you. What I want you to do, just like in lesson 8, where you read and then rephrased and said it out loud. You're going to do the same thing, but you've got one entire reading. There's 4 key tips you must give. Let me do the first one to give you an example. Okay, exceeding customer expectations can give you a competitive advantage over your competitors. Check out the following 4 tips to help you exceed expectations. Get the job done ahead of time. Finishing a task ahead of time demonstrates that your business is efficient, reliable, and customer-focused. Tip: when setting a deadline, choose one you know you can beat. Okay, I've read it. I've got the information. Now I'm going to practice saying it. So, to exceed customer expectations, what we need to do is make sure that the delivery date we tell our customers is the delivery date that, okay, again, don't worry if you mess it up. This is the activity. You've made a mistake. You can't remember. Come back. Read it again. That's right. Setting a deadline. Choose one I can beat. Okay, let me try again. Okay, so one thing which I would recommend for you if you want to exceed your customers' expectations, especially with shipping, is when you ship something, make sure you set a date that you know you can beat. For example, if I know it's going to take 7 days, I'll tell the customer it will take 10 days. So if it gets there early, they are happy because we said 10 days, but we exceeded. We did it in 7. Okay, so you can add your own ideas, building on from this, building on from the activity we learned in lesson 8, and adding it into this one, okay? It's not just a matter of reading. Of course, that's important. Read, understand, read it out loud a few times, but then try to explain it. Just by explaining it, you will know which vocabulary you're lacking or which knowledge you're lacking. And don't forget, you're all intelligent students, intelligent people, okay? Add your own ideas as well. This is just a framework to build on. Use your own experience and add it in. If you disagree, take it out. That's okay. I won't be offended. So that's your task for this lesson. Read to yourself, then try to present it. Okay, and if you've got a teacher at OysterCafe.com or just someone you study with outside of our website, you could do this with them as well to get feedback. Great job today. Make sure you've watched all the videos and make sure you tell your friends about Oyster Cafe, the place where we keep English real. Bye!